Okay, so today I am going to talk about the health dangers of the lights that you have inside your home or car or anywhere that using lights. Believe it or not, I wanted to do this video for a long time, but I don't have that much time. Sometimes it actually can be a not painful, but pain in the butt to actually merge all the videos together and then render them and put them together. I wish I can just do one video, you know. But anyway, enough about me mumbling. This has been one of my greatest discovery of all time. I think it is. For me, it is. And I will show you what I do later on. I discovered this about 4 years ago. And I'm going to tell you a little story. As you already know, that usually my videos, I always tell you a little bit of story first before I tell you what, is and blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to tell you a short story. I always have breathing problems. And I always thought that it was either allergy or something that is in the air. I thought that maybe I have to go and have surgeries on my nose. I was playing basketball in school during my 9th grade, and this kid threw a basketball. Actually, no, it's not even 9th grade. 9th grade is when I joined the basketball team. Sorry. It was actually in 7th grade. And, sorry, going through memories here. 7th grade. A kid threw a basketball wide. I looked away, and then when I looked back, the basketball got me on my nose. It kind of, I don't know if it's broken or it twisted a little bit on my nose. So oops, sorry. Too much radiation. The sun's coming out. So I got hurt from that, and from then on I thought it was something to do with my nose. And I remember back then when these energy saving hair bulbs came out. So we replaced them all inside our house. That's when my symptoms started, but at the same time, I thought it was my nose, from the broken nose or whatever. Because I had to go to the hospital and they checked it and they said nothing was broken. But somehow, I wasn't able to breathe. And 2 years passed and things like that, and I still wasn't able to breathe. So I always thought that it was, something to do with my nose. I said, maybe I have to save up some money to get some surgery on my nose. Maybe there's something wrong when during that time it got hit. So one day I was breathing okay. I started to aware of my body. I guess that's when I actually woke up and be aware of my surroundings. And I started to have, if I go outside and I go to a certain area, I started to breathe better. But whenever I go into a store, I started to get stuffy nose. So I knew that was has something to do with the store or maybe being outside, and it takes a little while for me to, so it's kind of really confusing, and it was really hard for me to actually discover this. And we're talking about, I don't know, 4-6 years at least. Starting 4 years ago at least. So I started to, thought that I either have allergy or my nose. And one day, we decided to change everything to LED because LED started to become very popular. This is actually LED, by the way. You can tell by the ballast there. This is an LED. This is the regular incandescent bulbs, and this is fluorescent light. And that's why I took pictures of them, and you saw the little thing there. Anyway, so we started to use these. We changed most of it to LED. And funny thing is, I started to breathe a little bit better. But other rooms, they still have these, because we didn't change all of them, because when they first came out, these LEDs were expensive. So we couldn't, like, a certain thing was like $20. Yeah, floodlights. They were like $20 each. And so we could only, like, purchase a certain amount, blah, 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 blah. So we're thinking, okay, maybe span out, and we'll purchase, a few bulbs per month or whatever, so you can span it out, and then we eliminate all these total. As I start eliminating I start to breathe better. So I say, So I research around, and they actually said fluorescent light actually makes a lot of people in their offices tired. People in their office complaining all the time that fluorescent light makes them tired. And for me, though, it makes me sick. Not sick, but I can't breathe. But that didn't take a while for me to discover that one. So then we turn them onto LEDs. Now, LEDs is actually just as much as dangerous. Because LED, if you research for LED, it's actually I'm not sure 100% what it's made out of, but it's a metal. And that metal, when they create the energy comes in, it fuses together and make different color. And that's how they were able to make different LED lights, because of the metal or particles that turns them into a color form. Like, for instance, copper. You know how copper makes it green, blah blah blah, all the color. I don't have the chart here, so I can't really tell you which one. I did research them, but I don't have the chart here to tell you which metal makes different color. But as far as I know, I believe coppers make green, and then there's silver. There's actually lead too. Remember this, okay? LED, some certain colors that actually make out of lead. And you know how bad lead is. So anyway, as I do that, I start turning all to LED, and I have another issue. I sneeze a lot. If you see my other videos, I actually mentioned that LEDs actually make you sneeze. So if anyone here and anyone sees this video and actually sneezing, it actually makes my dog sneeze too. So if you see your animal sneeze a lot, there was one time my dad went to his service call, and the whole house was all LED. And he said that the dog, one of his dog, or the guy's dog, was having issues with the LEDs. He sneezed a lot. But my dad wouldn't dare. He wouldn't dare to say anything, because he don't want to tell people that it's actually causing the dog to sneeze. Because, who would have thought? So my dad didn't say anything to the guy, and I was like, why didn't you just tell them? Why didn't you just tell them that it actually causing it and let him decide? But my dad's like, no, I'm not going to say anything like that because long ago or 4 years ago, I used to tell him that something wrong with the LED. I used to tell him that something wrong with these LED lights. Every time I go into LED, I feel like radiation attacking me, and then I just sneeze. It makes me sneeze. And come to find out, I'm discharging the particles from that. Yes, you heard it right. I'm probably the only the person in the world right now. Maybe there is some other people, but I haven't known anyone yet to tell me that LED is actually really harmful. Believe it or not. These two bulbs right here are actually more harmful to you than you would think. This, you have no choice. This old incandescent bulbs right here, you don't have a choice. So you have to go through with this. Now, if you want to breathe better, eliminate this. If you want less radiations, like your pets and you and yourself, or you sneeze, then get rid of your LED. Go back to this here, the incandescent light bulbs. I can guarantee you, when you change all those into these, and if you have these in your home, these two, if you have these two in your home, please get rid of them. Not all people are able to process these, and not all people are able to process these. The only bulb that is healthy in your house is the incandescent bulbs. And yes, they do have extra wattage. Like here, it's 60 watts comparing to this. I believe is like only use 15 watts. But the light will come out just as much as the 60 or even better. Maybe use a 40 instead of a 60. I know it's going to be hard, but your health is more important. Now, because the lumens, as you can see right there, the lumens for these, it's probably like, maybe, I don't know. If this is 840, and that would probably like 600, maybe 5 something lumens. I know it's going to be dim, but I assure you it's going to be well worth it for you, for families, and for your health, and even for your pets. And they don't last as long because, look, it says an average is about a year, and that right there is about 3,000 hours. That's it for each one of them. Okay. But I can tell you it is worth it to you. Now, I'm going to go into detail a little bit more about these. These right here is a gas form. Okay? And that's why this is fluorescent light. This is LED. And this is incandescent. Okay? Now, like I stated before, when we switched to these, I started to breathe better. But I sneezed. Then I realized that these two were bad for me. So I switched to these. And that's why I stashed them. I'm going to give you a clip of the video now. Sorry about the lighting in here. But I'm just showing you some of the bulbs here. And also I have tons up here. You can see. Okay. I stack these, and I also have these as well for outdoor. These right here for outdoor. As you can see, I got a lot of them. This is because there were one time they put these for 99 cents. Walmart had these for 99 cents. Can you believe that? 99 cents for all of these. And this is a package of 8, and I got it for 99 cents. I was afraid that they were not going to carry them anymore. And now these are actually more expensive than LEDs or even fluorescent light, comparable to those. So I stacked them. This is my stack. Well, actually stash, more like it. And then I'm going to show you another location where we actually put them. So I don't really know how long all these gonna last me. But that's how much I got so far. It goes all the way down to there. These are all stashed in, these are actually in 8s. The package of 8s. And that's how much I got so far. When they put it on sale, they were trying to get rid of them, and that's how I got them. And I'm going to show you another location. Okay, so this is in our kitchen, because I stashed these so I can get to them easily. There's a bunch here, and bunch here, and bunch up there. And then also too, is I have them in there. These are my easy access area, so I stashed them all on there as well. So far this year, I used about 2 packages. But I try not to use them as much as I could, because they're becoming sacred. Like I stated before, they actually cost more now to have these. And these are in a package of, I believe, 8. As well, actually, these are 12. So I got those at 12, and I believe they were $1.99 each. The other, the smaller one, they were 99 cents, and so I bought most of it. I was actually gonna get more, but when I came back, they were like mostly gone because there was such a bargain that people were buying them. And now they actually don't carry these, in my Walmart at least. They actually carry only 4. And the 4 one actually costs more than these. But like I stated before, these packages right here, I got these. The 8 packages. That was 99 cents. They put it for 99 cents. The 12 one, they put it for $1.99. Later, they started to get rid of these, and I wish I have got them. Like, these are 60 watts, and those are there. I also saw them in another section where they got these as well, the round ones. I didn't like the round ones too much because they take too much room, but I should have bought them because they're only 40 watts. I actually starting to use a lot of 40 watts rather than 60. As you know, 60 is more power, but like I said, now they're actually more expensive than LED and fluorescent light, those little energy saving bulbs. So you can tell right there the value of them. Now they actually cost more. Imagine that. But anyway, I'm going to pause the video. Now, as you saw my stash, I no longer use these. And I became a lot healthier, less tired, and my breathing, oh my, I have no longer having breathing problems. I breathe so good, you don't even know what breathing is. Can you imagine? This here, they are too harmful that I have known. It makes you tired, and it stops you from breathing, not breathing, but it seems like you have allergy. It is actually not. You don't have allergy. It is actually the particles in here, the gas. Every time you burn this, it burns the gas. The gas fuses together and it gives us light. But that is actually harmful. That there, the radiation carry that somehow. Somehow when it fuses together, it creates another form. I don't know what it is. I do not 100% do not know what it is. But all I know, it makes you tired and it makes your breathing harder. For LEDs, there are actually certain metals in there, as I stated before, and the metal is actually the harmful. It fuses together and then it gives you the light. That light right there, somehow my body, a certain color, like the white, bright white, I can stand green. So that's copper. Red is really hard for me. The color LED reds, really hard. And then the white, bright. Oh my God, it makes me sneeze. Imagine that. If you shine an LED bright at me or my dog, we'll start to sneeze. You wouldn't think of it. You wouldn't think that a light would have make you sneeze. Yes, it does. Somehow, the particles, when it fuses together, when the electricity fuse together, it meets that metal, and certain type of metal would come to you. Funny as that, when it fuses together, it makes some kind of form that my body reject. So I sneeze a lot. I don't like LEDs. It makes me feel like radiation attacking, and I sneeze. So there's two things come out of LED: radiations and sneezing. And a lot of people probably have the symptoms and don't even know it. Unless you find this video, then you will know. Now, the two symptoms from here is that it makes you tired, and for me, the two symptoms from fluorescent light, those long tubes or this one, does not matter. It's just fluorescent light. Two symptoms. It makes me tired and I sneeze. Anytime I go to a store now, because I am completely off fluorescent light, I cannot no longer be around fluorescent light. If I go into a store for just 30 minutes, I come out, I have to take a nap. I have to actually lay 2 hours before I actually got my energy back. Can you imagine that? Going to a store for shopping, like we every time we go to get our food, just 30 minutes. That's my limit. Sometimes 40, sometimes an hour. But we try to rush out of there within 30 minutes. I got 30 minutes to be in the store because all there is in the store is all fluorescent light. Some store now, they change to LED. But if you put fluorescent light and LED together, oh my God, something create even worse. I sneeze, I have hard time breathing, and then I have a tiredness, and then oh my God, these two, they're like my enemy. Believe it or not. Crazy as it sounds in this video, and you would have never thought of it. I would have never thought of it. Who would have thought that actually lights can actually make you healthy? Now, that's why the sun is actually more healthier than you think. So if you can, shut off all your lights during the day and just rely on the natural sunlight. We already know, and we always hear it, natural sunlight is actually more healthier. And it is true. A lot of people don't want to believe it, or a lot of people don't know, or even believing it, but it's actually true. Natural light is more healthier than that. Now, here's my tips to you. After you learn all this right now, and I'm trying to talk as fast as I can to make the short video. If you want to be healthy, get rid of your LEDs. If you want to breathe better and have more energy, get rid of your fluorescent lights. Okay? The only healthy bulbs, and believe it or not, is these bulbs right here. That's the only light bulb that I've known so far that it'll be healthy for you is these. Now, you're going to have to decide energy savings. These two are energy savings or your health. That is something that you're going to have to decide. Sorry. Trying to move a little bit here. I don't want it to drop in. You're going to have to decide on that one. These two are very harmful. And this is not. You're going to have to decide to either stay healthy or you're going to suffer. Energy saving versus health. You're going to have to decide on that. So if you find this video, and if you don't trust me, and after you saw my whole stash of light bulbs, if you don't trust me and you don't think that you get more energy and you staying healthier, blah, 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 I want you to do an experiment. Change all your light bulbs inside your house to these. Within a week, if you don't become healthier, or even a month, because certain people would take a while. I believe it took me about 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks to get to notice that I got a little healthier with fluorescent light. Because during the transition of these two, I'm not too sure, but it took about 2 to 3 weeks to get me to notice that they were harmful to me. And when I switched them to these, I become so healthy. I got a lot better. My breathing, oh my God, it's like I thought I'm going to have to save up some money to fix my nose. And it's probably my nose going to be like a surgery. And it's going to be like at least, $10,000 to $20,000 for. I didn't have to pay $10,000 to $20,000. I just have to pay for the light bulbs. But I thought I'm going to have to save like $10,000 to $20,000 for a nose surgery to make me breathe better. And thank you, whoever it is upstairs. If there is a God or him or he or she or it or whatever it is, I am thankful for it. Because I thought I'm going to have to save $20,000 to get my nose fixed. No, I didn't have to use any of that. Little funny thing is, this box here, I believe, is $1.99. That could have saved me for $1.99 instead of paying $20,000 for a nose job. That's what I thought. Living in America, they're not gonna be cheap when it comes to a nose job. $15,000 to $20,000, and not probably even cheap there. But I thought that's what I had to do. But little as is no, it only cost me $1.99 for that box. And I become healthier. I breathe better. I no longer have, thought that I had allergy problems. I used to take Claritin. Oh my God. I hated Claritin. Claritin used to itch my throat. Can you imagine? Trying to help me to breathe, but it itched my throat instead, and I hate being on it. So, Claritin was my enemy, but I needed it. And a box, as you know, a Claritin is not cheap. They're like $20, $15 to $20. They're probably like $20 now. But we used to pay like $15 for I don't know. I have the bottle still in my my medicine cabinet. I no longer use them. But I still have whatever's left there. And it's probably expired by now. But anyway. So, come back to this video. Sorry. Sometimes I get a little whiny to here and there. And as I said, I stated before, I have to tell stories before I actually stated my case. Sort of like presenting to a judge here, So, if you want to be healthy, believe it or not, it is the simplest thing to solve. Is to switch your light bulbs. That's it. Now, as I stated before, If you don't believe me, switch it to these right here. And within 2 weeks, you will notice the difference of your mood, of your energy, of your breathing. People inside your house probably gonna notice the difference. Mood changes. This actually affects mood too. LED actually affects it because the radiation is attacking the brain. And when that happens, it actually makes your mood swing. So people who have mood swings, change it to that. People who are tired a lot, change these. Don't use these. Don't use LEDs. Use the old type right here. And I can guarantee you, you will be a lot healthier. I don't know what else to tell you. But if you take a moment and analyze this video, if you have to, and then when you do, come back to me and leave a comment or whatever if you find this video here. You want to be in a healthier way, or you want to have a better, healthier life, change that. Change everything inside your house to this bulbs right here. You will pay a little bit extra energy each month, but I can guarantee you, and I promise you, you will be a lot healthier. Okay, on another side note here, I just ended the video, but another side note here, that I can promise you, you will be starting a healthier life just by changing your light bulbs here. Get rid of the LEDs and get rid of the fluorescent lights. I will promise you, you will become a healthier life for everyone inside your house. And if you don't, you can bring me to a bridge and I'll gladly to jump off. Can you imagine? That's how confident I am about light bulbs. Now imagine, who would have thought that light bulbs can actually change mood, but not just the mood. As you know, light can actually change moods. Mood swings. We're talking about not moods like, a romantic moods or whatever moods that you are in. We're talking about aggressive mood swings. LED can actually make a person into an aggressive mood swings. Can you imagine? Yes, you heard it here first. I will be the first person in the world that will tell you that actually lights can actually turn a person into aggressive modes or moods, especially LED. Because they're frustrated, they get really hard. So if you see your kids, now here's the thing for you. If you see kids changing mood swings, get rid of these. And go back to your normal light bulbs. I can tell you, I don't even know how to emphasize that. I don't even know how much this, I am so thankful for these light bulbs. And I thought it wasn't, as you saw the video before, I thought it was never going to exist again. I thought they're going to take it all off the market. And so that's why I bought so many of them. It's because I was afraid. That was my whole lifetime there. And I don't use this lightly. I try to use this as less as I can. They are now, for a package of 4, it's $6. Like these right here, these right here, it's $6. They're no longer 99 cents. I got those for 99 cents. I wish I have just got more of those. They were just putting all 99 cents, 99 cents, 99 cents. And this one was $1.99, the 12 packs. Like 2 weeks later, all these were gone. So then I come back, those were $1.99. And I wish I had bought more of those. But anyway. So, concluded to this video, especially to kids, for families who have kids. And I hope people who are have family members and young children because they don't know. I hope this video would reach to those people. And so they can get rid of their fluorescent light, and they can get rid of the LEDs and go back to these. If you have children and young children and babies, please, please, please do me or do yourself a favor and change all these into incandescent bulbs. Do that baby or the child a favor and change it back to these here. Believe it or not, I struggled for years not knowing these right here. So if you find this video and you have children, or you know anyone who have children, just either show them this video or just tell them to go back in their room alone, just in their room where they spend the time the most, in the bedrooms or whatever. Change that to that. I know it's a little cost of a little bit energy, but I promise you, you will be a lot healthier. And I can tell you, not a lot of people would believe this. I can tell you that already. Not a lot of people are going to believe this video. But if you don't believe me, fine. It's okay. But just do an experiment and change all back to these bulbs right here within about 2 weeks. 2 weeks to a month, depending on the person, depending on the body, of course. You will be a lot healthier. I promise you that. And like I stated before, if you don't, I would gladly to jump off a bridge for you. Drive me to the highest bridge and I would gladly to jump off. Change everything back to this incandescent bulbs. And if you don't, like I said, if you don't get healthier or breathe better because of these two, I'll gladly to jump off a bridge for you. Can you imagine a person that would tell you that's so sure about these dangers? These two are so dangerous, you don't even know. LED, like I said, LED and fluorescent light. So you're going to have to decide. Now, if you see this video, you're going to have to decide either health or breathing problems or getting tired all the time and don't even know why you are getting tired all the time. Some people out there probably even worse than me. I was okay. Like I said, I can be exposed to these. Like I said, if I go into a store, I can probably about an hour. I can stay about an hour into a shopping mall or a supermarket or a clothing store, whatever, because as you and everybody knows, recently there's a certain store they changed it to LED, but most stores still have fluorescent light. And within that 30 minutes that I am in there, it will take me 2 hours plus in order to get my energy back. And it takes an average of 2 to 4 hours to gain my energy back. Now, that's only 30 minutes of exposure. Imagine if you use this all day, all night, how tired I used to be. I used to be so tired all the time and I didn't know it. Because of fluorescent light. And you will hear story, people will tell you that every time they go into their office or whatever, they feel tired. That's it right there. The culprit is right here. Fluorescent light. Now, for the LEDs, and as I mentioned before, the LEDs makes you sneeze, makes your mood swings, makes you feel like something's attacking you, makes you feel like I can't even describe how I used to feel when I had these LED bulbs on. Can you imagine? I mean, imagine. It's crazy as it sounds. But LED are actually very harmful. Beside this one. This one here, there's only 2 things I know so far. It makes me tired and I can't breathe. Those are my two symptoms so far for fluorescent lights. But LEDs is a lot of symptoms which I haven't pinpointed yet. But fluorescent light is two symptoms for me, though. Okay? Remember, this is my experience. This is how I experience them. But when I switched to all of these here, to these light bulbs here, I became really, really healthy. I got a lot of energy. I breathe a lot better. Although I don't use as much because, as I stated, the energy consumption is just too much. Not too much, but you can see right there the energy estimate per year. But that's per year for a certain amount of hours. That's an average right there. And that's a 4 hours average. That's a 4 hours of usage per day. This is an average, okay? Remember that. And that's why they say estimate. But I use more than that, so it's probably double of that. But these that I found is the most healthiest light bulbs on the market as of now. I don't know what else is on the market, but I know LED and fluorescent light is bad for you. That's all I know. And like I stated before, and if you want to, change it. Do yourself a favor and just change it. If you don't believe me, change it into your living room. Just in your living room. And then when you sleep in it at night or whatever, you will see that you will start getting healthier. And as you do, if you do, start changing everything around your house. But you want drastic change. Change everything in your house, including outside, whatever. You can't control other lights, of course. Other lights you can. But you can control your floodlights and other lights. Change them all to these. But at nighttime, use as less as possible. Okay? Try to sleep during the night and be awake or whatever. Do your chores or your things or whatever in the afternoon or early morning or whatever. But try to use as less light as... These are artificial lights. Less artificial light as possible. That's my only tip to this before I end this video. So, all I can say is that if you want to be healthier, go this route right here. Change everything inside your house and go back to the old light bulbs. LEDs and fluorescent light, they are no good for you. I can tell you that. They are no good for you. And if you find this video and you've known people who have, like I said before, known people who have children or a small child or whatever, and if you find this video, please do yourself and the child a favor and change it back to these light bulbs right here. Just the bedrooms. You don't have to change other rooms or anything like that. Just the bedroom that they are in. Because that's where you spend the most time sleeping. Change that. At least you'll be able to change that. But like I said, if you want drastic change, change everything in your house to back to these bulbs right here. And I promise you, you will go to a healthier life. Imagine that. Can you imagine that no one probably would tell you? I probably the first on YouTube that would tell you to change these back to these lights. Because these lights will bring you a lot healthier. Lights. Yes. You heard it right. Lights. Imagine. I am probably the only person on YouTube to tell you that actually light bulbs can actually change your moods, your health, your breathing, and you think that you would have allergy, unknown allergies. It is not. I thought I had allergies. Or another thing, I thought I had to fix my nose. But anyway, I'm going to end this video now, but I hope that you take this video seriously and consider changing it, because I am taking my time out and to do this, not to warn people. It's your life, do whatever you like, but from my experience, this is only from my experience, and so far it had helped me, and that's why this video exists. This video exists because it actually helps me a lot, and I just want to share this video to people, that by changing this, you'll be changing your life as well. Other than that, that's about it.